Hey there, Clayton Acker with Keller Williams Central and Acker Properties Group. Coming back at you with some more commonly asked questions. One that we generally get in regards to the actual cost of a property is, what are the closing costs? It's a little different from being a buyer versus being a seller, but essentially it's going to be all the cost of doing business in order to make the transaction happen. It could be anything from commissions on the listing side to loan origination fees on the buyer side. These numbers vary greatly with the cost of the property being sold or the cost of the loan being borrowed. So from that perspective, it's hard to say exactly what the closing costs are until it gets closer to the time of closing. Also, another thing included in the closing cost are going to be your title fees, and we sometimes sum that up into roughly $1,000 per side of the transaction, because it's a lot of nickel and dime fees with the attorneys involved with the document prep, your escrow fees, which are fees for them to hold the money, the earnest monies, things like that in an account, and be able to transfer those from party to party. There's a lot of recording fees through the states and counties that just add up to generally what we consider about $1,000 on that end. The commissions, as we've mentioned, are generally a percentage, as well as loan origination fees are going to be through the lender. So these numbers can vary quite a bit depending on which side you're on. Appraisal fees being another, survey fees, title policy fees, your upfront insurance costs, and then tax prorations are all part of these closing costs that generally get lumped in as one large sum, sometimes a bit surprising and sometimes not fully disclosed from the lender or closing side until you get to that point of closing. So these are all things that you want to make sure your real estate agent is staying on top of as far as disclosing this type of information goes during that transaction process. Again, it's Clayton Acker with Keller Williams Central and Acker Properties Group. Feel free to shoot us a message or give us a call anytime, 210-394-1278.